glad to have you. Welcome. It is the Joe Pags Show. 1-800-383-9624. JoePags.com. Feeling right on a Thursday. Bottom of the hour will be Sheriff David Clarke. He, of course, the sheriff of Milwaukee County, Wisconsin. Wisconsin went to Donald Trump. Sheriff Clarke, a huge supporter of Donald Trump, has been the entire time, like I have been. Well, I was a Cruz supporter, voted for him in the primary. Once it became clear Donald Trump was the guy, was on the Trump train, and was proud to be on the Trump train. A lot of people go, I can never do it. And even Ted Cruz for a while was never going to do it. And then he ended up out there on the campaign trail, too, campaigning for Donald Trump. We'll have Sheriff Clarke on to talk about how Wisconsin goes to Donald Trump, what the promise looks like today, and as the top law enforcement officer in that county. Why are we seeing these idiots allegedly protesting again? And I say allegedly because it's not really a protest. These are like paid riots. It's weird. Just got this from a friend of mine. There's actually a picture or several pictures that were taken in Austin, Texas, of bus after bus after bus. This is out there from the Free Republic. Many, many buses showed up to load the streets in Austin, Texas. Kara, did you see these pictures?
I did not see those pictures.
I'm going to share them with you.
Heard about the protest, but
well, the protest wasn't organic. As I've said, the protest was actually bussed in. It was bussed in, and this is listen. This happened the entire campaign. Take a look at those pictures. They're Austin, Texas, and there are just lines and lines of buses waiting to drop people off in the middle of the street and act like they're outraged.
Wow.
Okay, so we have that. We also have Oakland, California. What? I mean. California went to Hillary Clinton, first of all. Yeah. Secondly, they're burning down businesses, and they're vandalizing buildings and cars.
Graffiti. Mm-hmm.
Not sure I understand. How is that solving a problem? And that's not a protest. That's a riot. There's a big difference there. And I wanted to bring this up, which I find interesting, and oddly, if I find it interesting, I talk about it. Isn't that weird how that works?
That is odd.
I wanted to bring this up. The First Amendment, according to the left, has no limitations, no restrictions. Do anything you want, say anything you want, as long as you're, pro-abortion, pro-gay marriage, pro-transgenderism, or whatever it's called, pro-Black Lives Matter, you're anti-anything conservative, traditional American values, so on and so forth. You can say and do anything you want. There are no boundaries to your ability to protest, according to them. This is protected by the First Amendment. And then when you compare that to the Second Amendment and say, okay, well, then there should be no restrictions on my ability to keep and bear. There should be no restrictions on my ability to go and buy ammunition without being overly taxed so that you try to stop me from buying it, or have a magazine that can hold 100 rounds. Why is it okay for me to have restrictions but not okay for you to have restrictions? You can close down the 101 in L.A. or the 5 or the 105 or the whatever the hell it is. The 10. You could the 110. You could close them all down. You could close down I-35 in Minneapolis. You can close down any road you want to if you're on the left side of the political aisle. That's your right. You can ruin everybody's life for the entire day. You can do anything you want. In Baltimore, after the Freddie Gray situation, you had people ruining police cars, ruining buildings, burning down the CVS on the corner, and the mayor actually came out and said, we want to give them room to protest and use their First Amendment right. What are you, crazy? And why is it so easy for you to put restrictions on my Second Amendment right when the First Amendment, you can do anything you want? It's BS. It's bogus. It's not real. It's fake. It's a paid-for anarchist movement. I read something over the weekend where George Soros was spending $100 million a year trying to make major upheaval in our country. I don't know why. I don't know what it is that he wants, but that doesn't make any sense to me, man. I mean, do something positive with it. You're not doing anything positive with it. Before I move on, I want to say congratulations to Jason Lewis, former talk show host, and now he is a U.S. representative from District 2 in Minnesota. That's a great big win. That's a huge win. He, of course, heard on many stations around the country in the day, and of course, he had this time slot on our one of our flagship stations, Twin Cities News Talk, 1130 in Minneapolis, St. Paul. So congratulations to Jason. He was a big winner, and I can't not talk about this. Kara, I have to. And by the way, those wondering on television, I've got 4 big monitors in front of me, and I'm looking to my left because that's where I just happen to have some of the news today. I'll bring it over to my right so I can look at you at the same time. But thank goodness. You saw this, right?
What?
Chelsea Handler's not going to go to Spain.
Oh, she's not. Well, I know she was crying. She was very upset because she wanted to move there.
I've seen
she's not
her.
going now. Huh?
I've seen her on like the Tonight Show twice.
Mm-hmm.
Is she like a big deal?
I think so.
I mean,
I
in
haven't
what
really
circles?
seen
I mean,
her. I know she used to have her own show.
doesn't she show up naked sometimes and stuff? I mean, like she and Lena Dunham think that their naked bodies, that's something that
Oh
we have
yeah,
to
she
see.
does. She does like to do that. Yeah, she
So I'm
goes
not-
topless in a couple of
Not
pics, I
sure what
think.
the hell we're thinking. But she said, yesterday my staff reminded me that platforms and voices like mine are needed more than ever. Leaving the country is quitting. Hashtag keep fighting. Now, she promised that she would go to Spain should Donald Trump win. Liar.
Well, Cher was going to go to Jupiter or something, wasn't she?
Hasn't she already been on Mars?
She was going
She's
to
from
go
Mars,
to
is she not?
Jupiter.
Do we have any proof that she's not from Mars?
I have no proof of that.
We've got that, and it also turns out Amy Schumer is not leaving.
No.
You see what Amy Schumer's reason was?
Why?
I was joking.
Of course, yes.
She was joking. Now, keep in
Right.
mind, these idiots really thought that their threat to leave was going to change some people's votes. And by the way, if you
No.
changed your vote because of Chelsea Handler or Amy Schumer, there's something wrong with you. Even if you agreed with them saying that they're going to leave the country is not any reason for you to do what you're going to do. But I want to is Barbara Streisand leaving? Is Cher leaving? Is Bryan Cranston leaving? Are these people really, is Neo leaving? Are they really going to leave? I'd like for them to. Bye, Felicia. I would like to see them leave. I'd like to see them go ahead and get the hell out of Dodge. Don't let the, what is it? Don't let the door split you or hit you where the good Lord split you,
good Lord
something like
split
that.
ya? Yeah.
Have a good one. Don't let the door hit you in the beep. Just go ahead and get out. Look, there is no
They're
positive.
not going anywhere.
There's no positive way forward with you being some sort of a naysayer. I don't recall the outrage when Obama won 8 years ago, and we all knew that his policies were to be far left progressive policies that many of us didn't like. So very interesting. They're not leaving. All right, 1-800-383-9624, Sheriff David Clark when we come back.